ago. Actually, I had the Cooler Ranch or whatever they call it, and the cheese ones. They're not as flavorful as I remember them.
They remind me of those Bugle chip things or whatever they are.
Not as good. Yeah. They weren't as good as Bugles to me, though.
Oh, definitely not as good. But that's what they remind me of, like the same texture, but the flavor definitely wasn't on.
The flavoring of fruity Doritos to me was like the Walmart branded Doritos, where it's like, okay, it's cheaper, it's okay, but it's like, come on, this is Doritos. This is Doritos, motherfucker, not cheese tortillas or whatever the hell.
Yeah, my wife said the same thing because that was her thing when she was younger, when they were out back in the past. She used to get those all the time, and she was excited when they came out. So she got some, and she was like, "These don't taste the same.
They don't.
Something's off."
That sucks. Do you think that's the case, or do you think our palates have just changed over the years?
Maybe a little of both.
Yeah, but for the most part, if you remember a flavor, you fucking remember it, right? Because the same thing happened. Like I cracked one of those bags open, I took a bite, and I'm like,
because and the reason
something's wrong.
I agree with that. I do agree with that. And the reason why I say that too is because, like, for example, with regular Cooler Ranch Doritos, that flavor has never changed.
Yep.
Those are my favorite Doritos. That flavor's never changed. And that's how the 3D Doritos used to taste, just like those. They're just 3D.
That's the worst flavor. I hate that flavor.
All right, James. You said some crazy shit on here, but why?
No, I'm not a fan of ranch.
He said, "But why?"
He doesn't like ranch.
I was turned off of ranch for a while because I used to work at a rent-own place, and we used to have this all-natural bed bug repellent, and it just smelled like ranch. I couldn't do ranch for like 2-3 years after that.
Wow.
That's no bueno. That's no bueno.
Oh, hell no.
But before we get into this movie, The Unholy, how are you guys doing?
Doing good, man.
I am exhausted, but I'm happy I'm back.
Yes.
It's been a hell of a last 3 weeks for me.
Wow.
When was you still joining us?
The last time I probably...
Were you on here for Blood Lake?
Yeah, no, I left my review for it, but the one prior to that.
2 or 3 times, yep. Oh, yeah. Glad you're here now, man.
Oh, I am too. Like it's been nonstop working and overtime, and then we took 3 days to move from one place to this place, and now it's just after I think I'm doing overnight shifts this week. So after this week's over, then it's going to be at least a day or two of resting, and then try to fix this up, get it organized. Then hopefully I'm back here on a more regular basis again.
Nice.
Yo, what's good? King Need Gore. Yo, you got to come back on the show, man. Definitely, man. James, we recorded with him a minute ago, but remember his old YouTube channel was Need Gore, and you would.
Oh yeah.
You would yeah. The way it sounds, Need Gore.
I said, yo, I'm not gonna say that name.
Well, anyway, the guy's back.
Oh,
King Need Gore. Definitely got to come on one of these days, man. But what I was gonna say is, real quick, I want to show you guys something really quick, because this is all going to make sense in a minute. I'm going to have Kyle. And Kyle, can you see the private chat in Restream?
If I open it, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have you put a random number between 1 and 100. And I'm going to explain why. Just put it right in that private chat. And I'm going to explain why right now. There we go. People.
Do you mind, sir?
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
As you see right here, Brides of Satan, which is cool how the lights are shining. It kind of looks like, the lights are, you know where I'm going with that. But anyways, Brides of Satan. One of the Blu-rays I'm keeping for myself. One of the Blu-rays I'm giving away. How do you win this Blu-ray? And this is why I'm telling you guys I'm going to start doing giveaways on the live shows. This is how I'm going to do it. Ha!
What up, King?
We're all kings here, man. But you got it. But anyways, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Are you serious?
That shit happened.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of Henry. You won this movie.
That's some bullshit.
So clearly Henry went back to my past and figured out what my favorite number was or some shit.
You didn't even get done explaining.
Because you're from Canada. Henry's favorite musical artist from Canada, Drake. He can't. That's all he listens to is Drake singing it, dancing it, everything. They're both light skinned. They cry together.
You must have loved watching Degrassi then, eh?
He wanted to be in that.
I used to watch that. I'm not gonna lie.
So
That's
Henry,
actually a decent
only
show.
a little bit.
Blu-ray. And guys, so Chris, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
You know how to do the screen grab thing?
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah,
do the
seriously,
screen grab
Henry.
in the private chat and then send it to me and I'll pull it up?
Yeah.
Yeah. You won, Henry.
Share your screen and I'll pull it up. Yo, dead serious. We're pulling the receipts right now. Dead fucking serious.
I want to know why you picked 34 though. That's what I want to know.
Why did you pick 34, Henry? Was it because of everything I said about you and your fandom of Drake? But anyways, people, so from here on out, like when I do giveaways, most of the giveaways are going to be done right here on Horror with Sir.STURDY, and it's going to be guess a random number by whoever's on this episode. Besides myself, is going to put the random number in our private chat. One of us is going to copy the number that they did, but like the screen grab copy, not copy and paste. And after someone guesses it, we're going to show it. So yeah, Henry just won fucking Bride to Satan.
I just sent it to you in the Facebook.
Okay.
Personal.
Got it. Henry, there's titties in it. You're going to like it.
This bastard's telepathic.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you guys are connected. The vibe was there.
You know, it's funny is because he would complain that he doesn't win anything.
There you go.
Just a random.
I'm just saying right now, I never win anything.
You know what's funny is 34, 34, Nightmare on Elm Street, 3 and 4, the ones that Ken Sagoes is in. Just had him on a little while ago. He's also doing a dope, what's the word I'm looking for? Indiegogo that you guys should all go check out and back it. But yeah, let me pull this movie up before I get distracted and confused.
And Henry, have him make him pay for that shipping. Don't have him hold it until he visits you at the end of August to give it to you.
James,
I'm
I'm
like, yo, send that shit to me. I want to watch it tomorrow.
is there a way I can zoom in on this?
Should be able to. If you, I don't know. Yeah, it's got to be.
Well,
Yeah, if you open it,
Right click
on it, it'll
Yes.
open up, and then there's got to be a zoom, right?
save image as. Let's see.
Oh, if you save the image, you'll be able to do anything.
Huh?
If you save the image, you will be able to do it.
Dude, on my bad. I didn't realize I did that and took both screens, bro.
It's all good.
He said, send that shit. He wants airmail. He wants it tomorrow afternoon.
Man, good luck with that.
Yeah, the movie's a $20 movie. He wants him to spend $40 on shipping.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that ridiculous shit, did you guys see the new releases that they announced for the Halloween movies? The first 5 Halloween movies. Apparently, they're going to be like $45 a pop.
What?
Really?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I told people that shit was coming.
Hey, right?
It's
I
fucking
told
ridiculous.
them physical media was going to be ridiculously priced.
Hey, Facebook user, how's it going? AKA White Hand or Tan Hand. I don't know what color that hand is. How's it going?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
That's our Puerto Rican translator.
Got the Puerto Rican translator, the French translator.
Yeah, and then me and James, we don't translate shit.
Oh,
We just say a bunch of crazy shit.
well,
Well, you got the cheese and cracker and the backwoods wrap.
we got the cheese slang, and you got the
The cheese slang. You can't see that 34, can you? I thought I just... I know why. Hang on, peeps. I thought...
Yeah, right. I
The
could see it.
cheese slang and the quarter water.
Oh, God. That's why. Wrong screen is right there. No, I'm not. No, the hell I'm not. I'm going to sit on his lap while we watch that movie. No, I'm not.
Oh,
All right.
that's a setup for
It
disaster.
was a Sam Raimi movie. Shit, dude. All right.
What's your name?
Yeah, I only noticed that yesterday when I had pulled up the poster and put it on the page. I'm like, oh shit, did not know this. So it's going to be a little more interesting than I anticipated. And I was right.
See this?
What's up, Chris?
Ah!
You seen that?
What the fuck? Was
Yeah, I
that?
got a fucking seizure and now I'm suing you.
Oh, too bad. You know the risks.
The Pokemon incident all over again.
There we go.
Boom.
Yeah, there's the 34.
There's the
34.
There's the 34. So Henry, I don't know how
That's
you
the
guessed it,
34, man.
but you guessed it.
First guess.
You guessed it like a psychopath.
Before I even finished the damn sentence. He's always
You
good.
or Miss Cleo, yeah. You guessed the number so fast.
But again, people, like I said, like I was just saying though, and then we'll get into this movie, I promise. That's how I'm going to be doing giveaways a lot. My YouTube channel, by the way, is at 239 or 240-ish. Once it gets to 250, I'm doing a clowning around giveaway where I'm giving away It Chapter 1 and 2,
Woo!
and then the movie thingy, It, from back in the day, the miniseries, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And James donated an It hoodie. So once I get to 250 on YouTube, that'll be going. And it'll be the same thing. During the live, random number, one of these guys, whoever's on, is going to put a random number in the chat. We're going to copy it. And if somebody guesses the right number, you win it. Light skin magic. I told you guys he was listening to Drake. He's at work listening to Drake and listening to us in one ear and Drake in the other ear. Light skin luck. Now let's dive into The Unholy. The Unholy. I believe this was, I don't remember if this was, because real quick with this, I don't remember if my older brother told me about this movie. Kyle, I don't know if this was your pick. Maybe it was, because I remember you bringing it up at some point, I think.
I don't think I ever did.
Oh, maybe
I remember seeing the
I-
trailer for it. I remember it going to either the theaters or just like premium access or whatever the hell it is. And that's it. And then you guys picked it. And I'm like, okay, I guess we're watching it.
I know I mentioned it to you, Aaron. I don't know if it was on the show. It might have been off when it first came out. Like when it first hit the theaters, I was like, oh, there's a new horror movie out.
Yep. And then I mentioned it in passing when we were talking about movies to watch while we were working on stuff. And then it came back up in conversation on or after a podcast while we were all together. And then I think it came up again during the podcast. So you said, all right, fuck it, I'm adding it to the movie.
Ah, that's how it happens. Okay.
I don't doubt any of that. The thing is all of our memories suck. We don't know how the Christy got on there, but I'm sure we said it on an episode. It's on here now. We're going to review it. I want to jump into early reviews really quick, and then, of course, we'll go into our later reviews and see if anybody changed. And Kyle, since you're back with us, what is your early rating, and what do you want to call the rating? From Blood Lake, as a negative, horrible, the worst rating you could ever get.
Bloody Marys.
Oh, okay.
I know it's not 100% to go with it, but Mary, she's bloody here and there.
Period, blood too.
Well,
too.
The Bloody Mary was the name because the eyes bleed. They showed that in the movie.
Very
Yeah,
true.
that's true too. You're right. There we go. Bloody Mary it is.
I'm not pulling that one up.
And it's not the alcohol. I hate Bloody Marys. I don't like tomato juice.
I'm not.
So I guess I should go with a rating then. So I'm going to say 7.
Okay.
7. Okay.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed it a lot more than it was. It could have been because I'm tired of shit at 3 a.m. watching it. Could have been because it's a really good movie. Could have been because I'm a sucker for religious horror films. I don't know, but a 7 so far.
Why 3 o'clock in the movie naked? Were you watching this movie?
Well, I wasn't naked. 3 o'clock in the morning because I was working, and nobody chats in at work at 3 o'clock in the morning, so I got time to watch it. So.
He's lying
That
because
makes sense.
all Canadians work from home naked. He's just telling us that he wasn't.
No,
naked.
just pantsless.
Pantsless, yeah.
Just don't get caught up in a Zoom meeting like that guy a few months ago. That's another story, though. So anyway, Kyle gave it a 7. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a 6. It's not a solid 6. We'll find at the end of the episode when we give it a 6. I think I like the second half of the movie better than the first half. Now again, I don't mind slow burns, but I like the slow burns when shit's actually going on. And I feel like this one just took a little bit too much to build up, but the build up was pretty good. I do also feel like I have to revisit it, and I know my wife wanted to see this, so I'll probably, whenever she watches it or whatever, I'll probably watch it again with her, and maybe maybe I'll change my views on it, but I'll give it a 6. There were some things that I pointed out that I like. There were some things that I liked about it a lot, actually. Like I liked the both the evil and the good Mary, basically. And I like one scene that really stood out to me, which I was hoping happened. I wish it was a little bit better and cleaner. Is when and then whoever's next can do their rating thing, but is when what the hell is his name? The main guy. I forgot his name.
Negan.
Negan.
That's not his name. It's from The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I know. No, I know that's where he's from.
Okay.
We have a figure of it. I haven't seen those episodes with him in it, but anyway, with Negan. Fucking, I forgot what I was gonna say. What was I saying?
Something about Negan.
We can't know.
A part that you wish they cleaned up.
Got it. Thank you. It's when he's watching the remember how the girl's talking about how she gets her power from Mary or whatever, and she's sitting on the bed, and I forgot what she says exactly, but she like freezes for a minute, her eyes change, and she's sitting on the bed, she says something, and the guy goes and watches that back on his computer, and he's slowing it down, because he thought he'd seen something, slowing it down, and then you see the Mary thing, and looks over, looks at the camera, and then a few seconds later, you get the real close up of it, her.
Oh yeah, it shoots at the screen.
The part where it turns and kind of looks back at you, I kind of wish that was cleaner, and I kind of wish it was the good Mary, just really the bad one, but the bad one disguised as the good one, just for that simple kind of little, you know what I mean? But that was probably one of my favorite parts of the movie, just that little jump type. Oh, I didn't jump, but like that would be like a jump scare type of moment. I thought that was cool. So yeah, I'll give it a 6, but I'm good. I'm done for now.
All right. I'll give mine. So, my favorite genre of horror is the paranormal stuff, like this stuff right here.
Similar to this.
So it's going to get a push a little bit, and I'm trying to I shouldn't use that and drop my score a little bit, but I can't help it because it's my genre. So I'm giving it a 7.
See, that's the issue that I had with it. It's just I'm a sucker for this type of film.
Yeah. And I try to fight against it. I try to go, no, let's take that out and let me get another score. But it keeps popping up like, no, but I like this kind of shit. So it won. So I'm giving it a 7. There is stuff I like about it. Like you said, there is some slow burn, but it's a slow burn that they still are doing things. Like you see them, it wasn't like nonsense shit. Let's see. So the twist on the fake being good, but it's really unholy. It's a demon. When you pray to it, like you worship it, it gets stronger. That part was cool. Problem I have is I wish, like you said at the towards the end, it start building up. You start seeing the thing, the Unholy Mary, more often. I wish it killed more people. Like the only one who died was just the priest, right? One person out of this whole movie. You got this demon thing flying around. I understand it's trying to stay on DL. It's supposed to be good. It don't want like 50 people end up dying and people are going, what the hell is going on? It's a curse. It's not, something's going on. I understand there's trying to be like, shit, I gotta hide this. And like threaten the fucking guy who they're working for him at first, Negan. It was like, oh, because of you, it's spreading the word. But then it's like behind him and shit, like threatening them, like, I'm gonna fucking throw you off this porch or I'm following you and watching you. That part didn't make sense to me until the end where he realized, okay, this is something's up. Then I understand they should have jumped to that, like, oh fuck, just like the father did. When soon he found that book, it was like, you know now, taking you out, shit like that. But so, and the end bothered me a little bit. But I'll get to that after. We'll talk about the end because there's something at the end that I want to bring up. But that's my rating. I know I ran it on a little bit.
Thing,
Nah, you're good. Nah, yeah, I'm gonna end up giving this one right around that 6.5 range. I'm gonna split hairs just a little bit. I gotta watch some of it again because it was a little bit of a slow burn. So if I'm quite honest, I was a bad boy and I was running a bit late, so I had to fast forward through a couple little spots there to make sure I made the time.
Terrible.
But I saw most of it. I fast forward through 15 minutes of it. But again, didn't lose my attention. The beginning, like I said, like everybody said, slow burn. Other than that, not horrible. I want to revisit to just connect one or two more dots. But yeah, not the greatest, not the worst movie. Right in that 7 range. It's probably what most people would feel.
Yeah. And this is the type of film for me, like the way, actually, I wouldn't say this is the type of film because I'm starting to like these type of films more, these ones that you got to kind of think and pay attention to. I mean, I don't know if you'd necessarily call this paranormal, maybe-ish, because the demons and the Mary.
Ain't the miracles, even if it's angels, it's still supernatural. So it's paranormal shit.
Okay. In that range, but I'm starting to like more of the ones that have a deeper story and better story because of like we get spoiled with The Conjuring, we got spoiled with Insidious, and I'm just thinking of just like not just paranormal, but just like movies that make you think in general. Hereditary. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of the other one ever?
Midsommar, because it's
Midsommar.
I'm not going to say it on camera. I don't want to throw it under the bus.
So those two, like movies like that, and just like the ones that again that really make you sit down and think, like, oh shit, to where like it's a slow burn. And especially for Midsommar, I'll say even more so than Hereditary, but for Midsommar, it was a slow burn for a long time in that movie. But I was entertained throughout the whole film just because like the little bits that were important for you to pay attention to that you pick up later in the movie. This one, I'd have to watch it again to see if it really had that. It's like in the middle for me. But like I said, I'll probably watch it one more time with my wife whenever she watches it. Excuse me. And kind of see if I feel any different from it. Maybe I'll look at it with a different perspective. It's a second watch. I'm sure there's things I missed. And yeah, what I do like, you guys always know I mention this a lot as far as like facial expressions and stuff. The girl, Alice, I loved her facial expressions for a lot of the scenes, like when she's talking to Mary and just emotional scenes and all that. She can sell it with her face and she can really sell it with her eyes and stuff. There's a lot of people, because we watch a shit ton of movies between both shows and just in general as fucking fans of movies. And there's times where we have these emotional scenes and the people still have like the same face I have on right now. It's like you're mad, this, happy, this, sad, this. Or you might smile or make like a scowling face, but you're not selling it with your eyes, which I feel like you can put out so many fucking emotions just with your eyes alone. Just your eyes alone, which is nuts. And that's like, it makes you connect with these movies more. And that's something that I'd have to, so another reason why I guess I can say I can give it a 6.
Nice.
But yeah, it's a good movie overall. It was a pretty good movie overall. Like I said, it's something I got to revisit. I'm not saying everybody has to revisit. Now, is this going to be like on my fucking watch list? No. Like I said, I'll watch it like one more time, and that'll be it. This is one of those movies where like if it was on TV and there was nothing else on, I would watch it. Maybe. That doesn't sound like it's a great endorsement for it, but it wasn't one of those that really grabbed. Like, oh,
it's not something that you're going to need to watch more than once or twice, right?
Yeah,
I'll say twice.
It's kind of like the whole the Sixth Sense thing, right? It's like you watch it the first time for the surprise, and then you watch it a second time when you're trying to show it to somebody else, and that's pretty much it.
Basically, yeah. And
like,
that was a huge movie too. So
exactly.
I agree with what you just said there, Kyle. But with this one, there was no like, oh shit, surprise. Really.
Yeah, there was that too. Like another factor to that as well. There's no twist or anything like that, but it's still like something that was very well put together, very easy to follow. So you know exactly what's going on by the time the end rolls around. And that's it. Like, it's not something you really have to revisit, except for maybe Chris for, not watching it.
I'm doing it right now.
The funny thing is, I actually have it on right now too, on mute in the background, just to kind of. I try to do that every now, as you guys know. I try to do that every now and then with these movies. I'll have it on in the background on mute, just to kind of revisit it some and rewatch a little bit.
But yeah, it was like I was trying to say, like very simplistic, but not in like not treating the audience as stupid or anything like that. Like it's got a decent story. It runs at a good pace, and the acting, scenery, everything was good about it. Like I didn't have any issues except for the first half. The CG that was showing up was a little bit much.
Yep.
In the second half, they fixed it for the most part, but it was like the weirdest thing. It's like I watched two completely different movies: the first half, the second half.
I could see that. I could see that. Would you now this is actually for all of you guys. Would you recommend this movie to anybody, or is this a watch at your own risk for you guys?
No, I would say someone watch it. It's not that bad,
If somebody asked for something new to watch, I'd definitely throw this at them.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it, and I'm not mad that I watched the majority of it. I'm not mad that I'm going back right now to recap or whatnot. But yeah, it's not one of those that you just throw away like never mind, and never again. I'm not telling anybody. No, all right, it was a decent movie. If you're ever bored, check it out. I'll
say this, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys with this one. Put my drink down for a minute.
Oh, he's serious.
No, I'll say yes, I gave it a 6, and I'm like borderline 5-6 with this movie, to be honest with you guys. It's in the, and again, it's same thing with the borderline of watch at your own risk / I recommend it. It'd be like a low recommendation for me. I won't say I highly recommend this movie. I pretty much, I think Kyle said it. Hey, you want to watch something new? A new horror movie, and I know you're into these type of films. Check out the Unholy. That's basically how I feel about this movie. And speaking of which, there's an Unholy of, I think it's from 1988 that I want to throw.
Yeah, I seen that. I was wondering. I was like, is this like a reboot, or is that a total different thing?
I think that's a totally different thing. They look like there was titties in that movie, so I got to throw it on the list.
Yeah, I mean,
all 80s movies had titties in it.
Yeah, the movie's either going to be remarkable or not in some aspects. So you're either going to want to tell somebody about it, or you're not going to want to say anything about it, or just make sure you tell somebody. No.
See, real quick with that though, Chris. Like the way I am, I'll never ever tell people not to watch a movie, and the reason why is because even if I shit on the movie like fucking Blood Lake, I won't recommend it. I'll say watch at your own risk. But I'll never say not to watch a movie because I like to hear people's perspectives of what they got from that art. Whether you think it's beautiful art or a piece of fucking shit, what they got from that art, like what they visually, audioly, just their feelings from watching that movie. I like to hear people fucking either in the comments or coming on the podcast like, hey, I seen this movie, and yes, you guys reviewed it a couple of weeks ago. I know we're reviewing this, but I just wanted to say blah 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 blah. I love shit like that because it's like, oh shit, and it makes you think like. If you love a movie or hate it, you still have that shit like, oh wow, I didn't notice that in the movie.
As long as you have a solid opinion and you're gonna share it, no problem. Right. If you're just gonna be like, oh, that movie sucked balls because fuck the guy who was in it, fuck Negan. Like no, come on.
I say that, but I do come with valid points of why I don't like a movie. It's not just
exactly. Just like Blood Lake, you fucking hate it.
Hate it.
Oh, that was fucking horrible. That was just, oh man. You know what would have made that movie worse? Never. I don't even want to say that.
R. Kelly.
He would have made it better.
No, he probably would have made it better
because somebody would have got peed on, or at the end when the water disappears, you see R. Kelly in the background just pissing and it's filling.
I'll take care of this.
Yep. Change the movie to Yellow Lake.
Oh man.
Oh, I don't know. His sexual history might be Bloody Yellow Lake.
Oh, damn.
You jump in the Yellow Lake in case you get stung by a jellyfish. You jump in the Yellow Lake. Boom.
Did anybody have a problem how the Mary looked when she pulled the mask off? Like, how there's the ghost figure going around looked cool. The mask part was fine, but when they pulled it off, it kind of looked like. I wish they did like darker colors, more like the skeleton, fucking or like a burnt.
They should fucking
sign, but it was like weird. It was like, wasn't it blue? Kind of looked like a skinnier version of the chick from Guardians of the Galaxy. Fucking robot.
Wow.
Fucking please, man.
Oh no, it was off to me. I wish they did better. Yeah, Dean Morgan. There's his name. He's walking. That's all he does though. It's like Walking Dead. He did Supernatural.
Oh,
He was the father, Winchester's.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
And now he's doing another Supernatural, now a movie, Unholy. Like the dude's like, yo, I'm sticking to this like horror genre, you know?
Now I pulled this up really quick because if you get the Unholy cover that I used on the left, that's how the face should have looked with the eyes lit up and that right there. See the reflection in the water?
yeah.
That's how it should have looked the whole time. They should have just left it at that. Instead of the whole, you see the face, it just looked bad. It looked horrible.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan when she pulled the mask off. I thought the mask part was cool because they nailed it on.
That was
Like,
cool.
the image of Mary, the real Mary, that was cool.
He was in an episode of Shameless as well. And I feel like they should have kept that. I really fucking feel like they should have kept that. And I feel that would have, that right there, I would have liked the movie a little bit more. By the way, who was that? I've seen her face in so many movies and shows and shit. At least I think I think was she Alice's mother?
The doctor?
Or oh shit, there you go. Alice's
Yeah,
doctor.
no, I looked her up as well, and like a lot of the shit that she was in, I did not recognize. But just if you'll give me 2 seconds, have you read the what the fuck do you call it? The description for the 1988 The Unholy?
No.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Oh.
A priest battles a demon. I'm in. That kills sinners in the act of sinning. I'm confused now.
yeah, it's true.
Killing sinners sinning.
I definitely want to watch this now.
Well,
Yeah, I know, right?
guess what's going on the fucking wheel?
Good at it. The Unholy, 1988. All right. So you want me? You want to talk about the end really quick?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is what I didn't like about it. So the whole thing was
Really quick. It's on Tubi, guy. Oh, there's titties in this movie.
It's on Tubi? Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
He said, "Oh yeah, there's titties in this movie."
Like I said, Aaron, you see the 80s, there's going to be tits in it. So let's talk about the end. So here goes the end. So basically, we found out the girl was a bloodline. It lives through her children and so forth. Their children, there's children.
Yeah.
So that's how it's feeding through her to get stronger. So at the end, it kills her on accident because she saved him by one of those anime save you jump, like the movies, they jump in front of the bullet or the fireball and shit. She did that with her hand straight out, like, stop. Touches her chest, glows red. It didn't turn her to ash like the one dude she touched, but her heart stops. So this thing is falling apart, dying because she's dead. Now, here's the problem I have. Because it's living through her, she comes back to life. Wouldn't that bring it back?
He made mention of it too. He's like, oh well, she was the last of the lineage, so no, like this can never happen again. But now she comes back to life.
Exactly. That was my problem. I was like, wait a minute. He's alive. This bitch can come back.
I think he meant porn. If they made a porn parody of this, it'd be called the Wrong Holy.
Awesome.
The Wrong Holy.
Oh, shit.
Somebody pull up Pornhub on their phone and research that and see if that's a parody yet or just something. The Wrong Holy.
I'm sure Henry's already on it.
What?
Damn.
On the movie?
Or on the search, or on some. Never mind.
We'll see. We'll see.
Do we want to know? Do we want him to answer that?
No.
He's going.
All of a sudden, there's just a bunch of keystrokes and fucking spaces and shit. Never mind.
Oh shit!
Tap tappity tap tap.
Tap tappity tap tap. Oh fuck! All right, just added the Unholy from 1988 onto the wheel.
Fuck
Nice.
yeah.
Just hit save.
Of course you would know that.
There's a porn parody of The Evil Dead. It's wild.
What's it called? You don't have the title of it?
The Evil Head.
It might be called The Evil Dead.
That don't sound like a porn name. Like a porn title.
Or
They got to give it like a
Eve Will Head. I don't know.
Jersey Shore.
I'm sure Henry knows the title. But speaking of which, let me not say speaking of which. It has nothing to do with Henry or his whatever he has going on.
Okay, thank you. I didn't request it. I just want to know the name. He said I'll send it to you.
James wants to know the name so he can do research.
Shuffle it, Aaron. Why'd you land on the Unholy 1988? That'd be hilarious.
This is the new Spin the Wheel theme song. Spin the wheel, spin the wheel.
The Wheel of Fortune song.
In the wheel.
Oh shit! I thought you did it already.
I'm
Like,
looking at it and it looked like it was gimping out.
Because I was shuffling it, so it looked like it was fucking up.
Insidious 2.
Insidious chapter. Insidious 2. I haven't seen this shit in so long. This is another one of Henry's picks. Insidious 2.
Okay.
Nice. I can deal with that.
I like this franchise.
Word.
Same here. Samey Wamesy.
With it.
Samey
With
Wamesy.
it.
All right, let me close this one.
Get a.
I'm working during that time for the next episode, but I'm definitely going to send something in for it.
We had a watch party this past Saturday, which was pretty fun. It was me, it was Chris, it was Henry, and it was Joe from Any Last Words. We watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. The next one is going to be not this Saturday, but next Saturday, midnight Eastern time, so Sunday morning, technically, I guess you could say. But we're not sure what movie we're going to do yet. It's 10 people total that can be in like the little watch party thing, and that's including myself. So say like if us 4 were there, there'd be 6 spots left. So judging by last time, I'll say there's 6. There's probably about 6 free spots right now. So yeah, I don't know where we're watching yet, but it'll be from Hulu, Tubi, Amazon Prime, or one of those. So yeah, make sure you guys pay attention to this when the posts come out. I'll post the movie maybe by Monday. Figure out what we want to do.
Woo!
But back to this.
Watch party.
Fun shit. I want to do some more things to kind of connect. And I'll say this too. Get enough people in there, especially if there's a full house. There could be a giveaway in the watch party.
Ooh.
Giveaways as well. Which I'm telling you guys right now, most of the shit that's given away, because I have like a fucking one of those totes full of, which I did show. I believe I showed Chris and James. I may have showed Kyle. I don't remember, but like a tote full of like
you did
random DVDs and just little horror trinkets and stuff. So I'll be giving away stuff like that just because I want help build this horror thing and help build your horror collections, especially if you're just starting out and all that stuff too. It feels good. It's cool to kind of get some free stuff to start out the collection and all that. So But gentlemen. Insidious Chapter 2. Or I keep saying chapter. It's not chapter. It's Insidious 2. I'm thinking of it. That's why I said chapter. I don't remember it very well.
Didn't one of those movies have, other than it, have the chapter part Sinister maybe?
I think Sinister. Yeah, Sinister.
I don't think it was Sinister.
You sure?
Yeah.
It is chapter 2. You're right. Insidious chapter 2.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I know what I was talking about then, people. Shit. Listen to me more often.
Honestly, because they've made so many of these, I can't tell you what part 2 is. I'll blur it in with the other ones because there's like
how many are there? 5? Only 4, right? 4 or 5.
4 or 5.
Insidious chapter 2. I forgot what 3 is, and then the last key.
Chapter 3. Insidious chapter 3. I'm pretty sure. The child or something like that. Lost child or.
I don't know, but I feel like
I forgot the titles. But yeah, the last key is the last one, I believe.
So we're doing this on Tuesday. I'm probably going to watch part 1 before Tuesday. I might even watch them. I don't know. Because on Tuesday, I'm definitely going to watch part 2. Chapter 2.
You're going to binge them all in one shot?
Marvel Marathon. No, let me stop.
I've tried that recently. It didn't go so well.
Well, because I work, but with working from home, I can have a movie on in the background and kind of, you know what I mean?
We did it for The Conjuring. We did them all in order.
They're great.
That's right. We didn't do
But
it.
The Conjuring is what, like 8 movies as opposed to like the 63 movies that Marvel has out right now.
That's 2.
I was gonna say that, Henry, but I wasn't trying to. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, let it go.
Last
So
one.
shouldn't it be the first key then?
I know, right?
Those fucking liars.
I heard they're making another one, actually.
Yep.
So that's another thing that makes no sense. To make a movie called The Last Key. Now it makes sense because it's really the first one. But if you're going to call a movie your final one like The Last Key, you can't think of another movie and come out with another one.
Well,
like, you just had The Last Key. What the fuck is it? You got a new lock and new keys? What's going on?
watch the movie. It explains the shit.
No, I seen them all.
Oh, okay.
Well, you still asking questions then?
Because I like making fun of it.
Why are you asking all these questions? Asking all these questions.
Because I hate movies. Because other movies will do that when they actually like, okay, we're done, and they'll name the title, the last one of like a real final answer. But then, like 5 years later, they'll like decide to make a new one. You're like, wait a minute, no, you ended that.
Friday the 13th, the final chapter.
Oh, actually, yeah.
Friday the 13th, 7. Friday the 13th, X.
You're right. That's one of them right there. Like, don't do that. It's not a final.
You'd figure that, you know,
Halloween did
the
it too, I'm
final
pretty
one
sure.
would be the end, but no, he comes back, and then
Well,
no, Jason goes to
yeah,
hell. Oh,
just-
guess what? He comes back from that, goes to
Yeah,
space.
exactly. Yeah.
It's that,
Hangs out
oh,
with
well, but
Freddy.
didn't we kill off the character? Yeah, it's okay. The extra budget means we can write in a reason. We're good.
Yeah.
Give us an extra $50, we'll figure it out.
Yo, I finally saw the trailer for the new Halloween, and it was, I'm not even going to lie to you, it was like one of those like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the mornings, like you doze off and you wake up real quick and the TV's still on.
Yep.
The fucking thing was playing on YouTube, and I happened to look up. I saw it. There's no music right off for the first like 15 seconds or so, and I'm like, I already know what it is, and I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like that, I didn't get excited about it. I think I had that feeling about it. Like, really?
Really?
This is
See,
really the movie?
I
and
didn't
like,
watch the trailer.
Yeah, but they had
I
already
finished
released
avoiding
that portion of the trailer like last year, I think. So like,
I hadn't seen it.
you hadn't seen it, no?
I hadn't seen it, and I didn't
Me
know
either.
until one of these guys said
but
it.
I had the same
like 2
feeling.
weeks
I had the
ago.
exact same feeling when I had seen that the teaser trailer from last year, which they obviously added into this one. But I was looking at it, I'm like, are you serious? Like, this is what they're doing? The rest of the trailer
As
to me
soon
made
as
up
I
for it.
heard her yell, and I looked up, and I was like, "That's the house on fire. That's the fucking house on fire. Fucking Michael's in that house, and the firefighters are running in the house. He's about to run out this fucking house as a firefighter. Watch." I didn't even need to fucking see the rest of the trailer, and I'm like, "This is fucking stupid. This is stupid. Just leave him. Just leave it."
Now, did you finish watching it?
No,
Oh, you got to finish watching it. You got to go back.
no.
I'm telling you right now, the fucking mood changes when you're watching it. Like, because I had the same thing. I was watching the first 15 seconds. I'm like, I've already seen this. I'm not interested. Like, the last movie wasn't that great. And then, like, the rest of the trailer's playing out. I'm like, holy fuck, I want to see this. There are more kills in that. There are more kills in that trailer than there was in the last fucking movie.
Damn.
I'm telling you.
Okay,
So that means there was 5 just in the trailer?
Oh fuck! It's probably like 5, 10. I can't even remember. I'll have to watch it again.
I'm gonna have to check out the trailer. I keep forgetting to watch it.
See,
But
that's
my
part of the reason
mindset is-
why I also don't want to watch it, because I don't want to ruin it. Because I fucking hate watching trailers these days because it's all the best parts of the movies, and
That's
then the
true.
rest of the movies is like I had to sit through here to rewatch the trailer to understand the full context of why it was in the trailer. It's the only reason why I'm watching this movie right now.
But here's the thing. I usually feel the same way. I don't really like watching trailers because they like to ruin shit. But the amount of shit that they put in this trailer makes me think, oh, they're gonna go fucking way like over the top for this one. If they're gonna give me this kind of fucking detail in a trailer, they're just gonna murder people left, right, and center in a fucking trailer. That movie's gonna be fucking good.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check this out.
I don't want to watch it though, Kyle.
You don't have to. I'm just saying.
You have,
This
As a matter
should get you excited.
No, I
Just
want to
me
watch
saying
the
that will
movie. I
get
just
you
don't want to
excited for
watch
movie.
the fucking trailer.
listen.
I'm not going to watch the trailer. I'm going to watch the movie when it comes out.
Here's what I'm going to do for you guys. I don't know the legalities. I would play the trailer right now live, but I don't know if I'm allowed to or not.
No.
Did he just say Insidious is trash?
Yeah, that's what I was pulling up before we get into this. I do disagree with Insidious is trash, but Friday the 13th, the whole franchise does get unlimited passes. I agree with you 1 billion% with that.
But Insidious is trash, bro?
I liked it.
I liked it a lot. Hey, listen. Everybody
Hey,
has
people got their taste.
You're
Yeah.
entitled to your shit, but that don't mean it's right.
If you want to see trash, I'll say this though: Need Gore King. If you want, or King Need Gore. Sorry. If you want to see trash, watch Blood Lake. If you want to see garbage, like if you want to see just
Yeah, that will get your judgment on that.
if you want to see a movie where the parents of the creator of the movie should have pulled out, watch that.
Apparently, there is a sequel, because I got trailers in the brain now. A sequel to The Cell, which you guys reviewed last week or Tuesday, right?
Tuesday,
Yeah.
I'm
Apparently, it
gonna
is
have to wait and see, bro.
highly fucking hated. Like, and I went online and I checked like the ratings and the amount of people that had rated it like in comparison to Blood Lake, and there's a lot of people saying that it's fucking worse.
Wait a minute. What
So
is this?
I think we got to throw that on the fucking wheel.
The Cell
wheel. What?
The Cell 2.
There was a part 2?
Yes, and apparently everybody and their fucking dog hates it. And I was doing my research. I was like looking everything up. I wanted to see like the Rotten Tomatoes. I think Rotten Tomatoes it's at 7%. IMDB it was at like 2.3, like something shit like that. But like I was like looking at this. I'm like, this might be a good contender that we can throw on the wheel.
Okay, I'm curious now. You got my attention. I'm still gonna go. It's impossible. Unless it's a whole movie of them fucking like riding bikes instead of skiing.
It's riding bikes instead of skiing. Oh shit!
Are we talking about Hills Have Eyes 2 or what?
Oh yeah, that's true. But
I'm excited for the movie. Like I said, I just don't want to watch the trailer because I don't want to ruin shit. Like I said, I'm afraid to ruin shit. It happens every fucking time. Listen, I hadn't seen Last Jedi till literally about a few weeks ago, and I had not seen the trailer to any of those movies until I saw that movie. Then I finally saw them all in sequence. I don't watch trailers for like the past 5 fucking years.
Gotcha.
There's at least 10.
I usually forget to look at the trailer. I did watch a Mortal Kombat trailer though.
Like 20 plus kills. That'd be interesting.
But Halloween, see, I'm kind of like, oh, they're making another one. You know what I'm saying? Because the past few were garbage. I'm I'm over it. But now that you guys are saying, oh, watch the trailer, this dude is like fucking dropping people left and right. I'm like, okay, I'm a little curious now. Like,
and you know what? King makes a fucking a solid point. 20 plus kills, but it doesn't tell you what's going on.
Right.
I have a few theories of my own in regards to it. But like it kind of gives me like a Frankenstein vibe, like an angry mob Frankenstein vibe. But you know, teach their own. You can kind of judge it for yourself. But it's definitely like I trust Blumhouse not to screw shit up for me when it comes to dropping a trailer.
But when it comes to the whole movie, you're like,
that could be a different story because they have released a few stinkers here and there. But
they fuck this up. But that trailer though. That trailer. But I just wanted to pull this up. This is the Cell 2 cover, which I am putting it on the wheel right now. Like I said, the original cast is not in it. The survivors, J-Lo's not in it. Yeah, so.
Wait a minute, J-Lo's not in it?
No.
Insidious is aesthetically pleasing trash. All right. I mean, Blood Lake, seriously, I agree with you. $30 movie. I asked 30 within the first fucking like 2 minutes of the movie. Is this a high school project?
It's bad, yeah.
Firestarter 2. I don't think I've ever watched Firestarter 2. I don't even think I've ever heard of it.
That's another
I don't think I've ever heard of it either.
Firestarter 2, The Reckoning. Oh man, so that's 3 movies we just added on the wheel tonight. I'm like right now I'm doing The Cell 2, and then I'll add
Oh fuck!
what King Need Gorgeous said.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
It's gonna be the torture wheel.
No, this is not the horror wheel. See, the thing with the horror wheel is whatever happens just happens.
No, I can't say that because I never seen
Like,
these. I didn't know there was a part 2 of Firestarter. I know they're redoing that. They're remaking that.
Yeah, I read something recently about that.
Yeah, right now they're looking for someone to cast. I think they're looking for a person to do it. I don't know.
I'll do it.
Okay. All
what's
right.
the other?
Cool.
What's the other part 2 we didn't hear about?
The Cell?
The Cell. Did not know that either, so I never seen them.
Also found that Rue Morgue magazine 200 alternative horror films that I was talking about there like a while back. I found it while I was unpacking, so maybe I'll flip through it and see if there's any decent films we can toss on that wheel as well.
Nice.
You know, to add on to balance out the shit.
I know. There you go.
This doesn't even look like a horror movie cover. This looks like a fucking superhero movie cover, like a low budget. I'm going to show you guys right now before I put this bitch on the wheel. Now, I'm not saying bitch because it's a female on the cover. I'm saying bitch because I'm talking about the movie cover.
Oh, you're talking about. Wait a minute.
Holy shit! You know what? I believe I have seen that cover somewhere before. What year is this?
Yeah.
2002. Wait, this is a miniseries.
2002? Oh yeah, I see it.
Wait. Yeah, it's a miniseries.
Hang on. This
Did you get the?
This is the movie, right?
Well, if it's the same person, well, now I got to go to IMDb on this.
Wait, is this based on? Okay, I don't know, man.
It's not based on a true story, James.
No, is it based off the Stephen King Firestarter?
That's the first one.
Yeah, that's the first one.
4-episode miniseries.
Ah.
Let's see.
If it was a movie, I'd add it. Oh, well, it's only 4 episodes, though. How long are the episodes?
That's what I'm trying to see. Like, what's the runtime on it?
If it's a Stephen King thing, they can be a fucking hour an episode. This could be like a 4-hour movie if you put it all together.
If it's like half-hour episodes, that's not too bad. Between Wednesday, like say if we got on
2 hours and 48 minutes, apparently.
For the whole
all together?
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Should I add it? What do you guys think? Think about
Fuck it, do it.
You do it.
Why not?
At least it'll force us to watch the original one first.
True.
Oh, by the way, I got the list out here. Chris?
Yo.
Black Summer. I'm on season 2, episode 2.
It gets good, right?
Yo, that shit's crazy. You're a little confused when season 2 starts. You're like, wait, the fuck happened? But
you already know.
Yeah,
It'll tie it all up. It'll tie it all up.
That show's pretty good.
I'm sorry.
They do a really good job.
I'm only pulling. I pulled that comment back up because I forgot what the movie was called.
Which one?
Firestarter 2.
Oh, the Rekindling.
All right, so yeah. See, so look at that. Now I can get out of this because I'm done. I got re-caught up. I watched the shit I missed. I filled in the gaps. I went back to the end. I made sure I made my bullet points, and I'm ready to rock and roll. We about ready to get done.
So have your rating changed because of these additional, 7 to 15 minutes?
No.
Not this year, Henry.
I'm probably being a little generous. It probably should have went down a little bit.
I think people are saying
you have the opportunity to do that now, so.
Yeah, I'm going to go down to a 6 on it.
Even 6? You're down there with me?
I got 6 on it.
Nothing wrong. I mean, again, it's one of those things to where maybe you'll like it more if you watch it again.
No, the thing is, when I first seen like they are showing like the little quick previews before it came out, I really thought this was going to be like, I'm like, oh, this movie might be really cool. But then you watch and you go, yeah, it's okay. They could have done better.
Oh, they could have done a lot better.
You know,
they could have made this movie a lot darker, but it wasn't horrible. This is another one of those films to where I feel if they made like a mini series and broke it up into like 3 or 4 episodes, even if not longer, of course, I think it would have been better. Because then they could have. Because they could have had, like, they really didn't have too much of a backstory. And for these type of movies, I like a good, deep backstory and just a good story in general. They didn't have that.
Yeah, because I personally would have wanted to know more about the priests and all of the priests, all three of them.
Mm-hmm.
Just like to get the background of that and like where they came from. I know the one guy, they like kind of explained everything that was going on with him who what the fuck was he doing, trying to prove or disprove the miracles.
Yeah.
Like that, like they broke him down really well. But like what's his name, Carrie Ewell's buddy from Princess Bride and Saw, like he was basically just there to be seen.
Yeah.
Yo, King, it's funny you say that because we just literally put that on the wheel maybe like 20 minutes ago tops. 20 minutes ago tops that went on the wheel.
Yep, it's on there.
And I'm hoping it's not bashing this one because it wasn't a bad movie, but I'm hoping it's better than this one is. I'm hoping it's a lot better than this one is. Like I hope it's one of those movies that I'd go back to more than once.
Part of me feels what the movies they're making today, especially like horror movies like this. I feel like whoever's writing them and like whoever's writing them, it could be darker when they're writing this out, but then when they go through it, they go, let's break this down. I think they're holding back. I think they need to push a little bit more. Make it more freaky. Like try to make something that really scares the shit out of somebody.
I think it's the rating shit, man.
We don't need the fantasy. I understand the fantasy shit, like style, but if I'm going to make a horror movie, my goal is I'm going to try to scare the fucking shit out of you, where you actually have nightmares.
I agree. I mean, I think that's what we're all searching for. Well, the reason why we're even rating any of these, we're trying to find those movies that are so well done and hit all the points that we want to see.
Yeah, but here's the problem, like you were saying, James. Like, don't know if it's the rating that's causing the issue, which more than likely is. But here's the thing: if you want the money from the studio, you have to hit a certain rating in order to be able for them to get their money back. And all this bullshit started with frickin' Scream, and I know what you did last summer.
Yeah.
Because who's got the disposable income? It's the teens, and it's they have their sweet spot, if you will. But now that everything is being basically sent directly to pay-per-view or whatever you want to call it, streaming or early access streaming, whatever the fuck they're calling it. Now's their chance to take advantage of it. Be like, oh, you know what? Fucking mom and dad aren't home. We're going to rent this. Okay, go for it.
Yeah.
Like, not only that, but
you have the ability to make your money back. Yes, I know we're in the age of piracy and shit like that online, that none of us are immune to.
Such a shame.
But it definitely is a shame. But that's we're going to continue searching for something that scares the shit out of us, regardless. And that's the thrill ride. It's like we're looking for our next hit, right?
Yeah, exactly. Even the old ones. Like if I didn't see it yet, like my goal is I'm not trying to be a macho man or so. I really don't. Even jump scares, I am not afraid at all watching these movies. I used to watch the shit in my dark room by myself at fucking 1 a.m. All the ghost shows I watch, I'm not afraid of it. I want someone to actually find a movie that says, this movie is scary as fuck for real.
Yeah.
You got to watch this. That's what I'm looking for. So if anybody has any of those movies,
let us know.
In a vault, let me know because I want to watch it.
Agreed.
I do want to read these two comments really quick. So King Need Gore, yo, this new Unholy takes itself too seriously. The 80s one's more fun, which 80s movies are always fun, no matter what genre it is. They're always fun. They're not always sleazy, but they're always fun at the very least. They always have that 80s fucking fun, funky vibe.
The campy.
It's the vibe you're expecting, and you as soon as you turn it on, like the intro music or whatever it is, you just know that you're in the 80s, right?
Yep.
And he said it's kind of sleazy. These modern supernatural religious horrors are pretentious as fuck. And then Henry said, which really quick, I want us all to comment on both of these two comments right here. So what do you guys think about what Need Gore just said? King Need Gore just said. I agree with him. I haven't seen the other Unholy.
Yeah, I never seen the other one.
Like, I'm not gonna say all the supernatural / religious ones, but I'll say ones like this movie right here are kind of like that. What he's saying about they're kind of just pretentious and just it's like that.
Yeah, no, it's true. But that's the thing though, because what was it back in the day? Exorcist did so well, and like
Yeah.
True.
certain films of that nature, the religious horror thing became a big subgenre. So like the people are still chasing it to this day. I'm still a sucker for that subgenre, but like I know that 99% of the time it's not going to be what I want it to be, or it's not going to be what I expect it to be.
Exactly.
I feel, you know what it is too, is because I feel, which is it could be a fault of our own, but it could just be how great these movies were. And I'm going to use The Exorcist as an example because it's like older, but I'm also going to use The Conjuring as an example, and I'll say Insidious. Is when they tell those type of stories, which I know they're different, they're similar, but they're similar, but they're also different. You know, whatever. But when they tell those type of stories, you're expecting those stories to be told as well as those type of as those. I'll just use those 3 films. And I know there's a lot more, but I'll just use those 3 films. You can even throw in The Omen, and it's like it's tough. It's tough to live up to that because you had a great story. And then you had the actors and actresses that can sell the story. Because you can have movies that have a great fucking story, but the actors and actresses cannot sell that shit to save their fucking lives. They're just like, oh, fuck, like this had such good potential. And then there's the other ones where you have like great acting, but the story sucked. And it's just, or the story was okay. Like I feel like for the Unholy movie, which I'm going to bump it down to a 5, the story was okay. It could have been much better. Great acting though. The acting was good. The acting was really good. Overall.
It was fantastic.
I think we're in a time of overproduction for the horror genre because, like you said, like the vibe of like the 90s and 80s feel with the darkness or whatnot, the contrast, like the mood setting. Like they do it really well with the movies nowadays, but everything's so crisp and vibrant and so clear that even when you obscure things, it just like blurs. It doesn't really shadow so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it depends on your settings and what TV you're watching on to help you get some of that effect. But yeah, man, I think we go for a little bit too much of the perfection in this genre nowadays that we'd lose out on some of that spook factor for some of this stuff. We're going to have to recycle the reiterations. We're going to have the changes and the twists. But to get the vibe and the feel of just enough eeriness with the scares and the psychological, but then just the right amount of gore or just the right amount of like pop-up, that's the hard thing to come by. And I think that's what we're all searching for, to give a movie a real, like, yo, that hit it.
Yeah.
All right, so here's
I just noticed this light is making me look like I'm fucking bald.
I was going to bring that up, Kyle. I was going to, I'll try to get a sponsor, like one of them Just for Men hair things or something.
Like there is hair right here, but you can't see it.
He did. His hockey team lost, I think, didn't it?
Yeah, he ripped it out.
Oh no, that hockey team's terrible. My hockey team lost a long time ago.
Super dark.
So real here, what Henry just said, lack of originality, huge lack of originality, which I do agree with. And people get offended these days and ruin people's careers, which I agree with as well. And as far as the lack of originality, huge lack of originality, I agree with that 100%, even though like a lot of horror that we grew up on was a lack of originality, but it was just a fun way they told the stories. Like it was, yes, this is a slasher. Yes, there's going to be nudity. Yes, there's going to be stupid teens, but we're going to tell the story our way. Like Friday the 13th is a different story than Halloween, even though they're both slashers, different stories. You can even throw Nightmare on Elm Street in there. And they're not the greatest stories, but they are fun. They're told. They're those stories to where like you watch those, especially if you watch the original ones. You know what I mean? You don't get bored of it. Like you'll throw those on any time. And I feel like a lot of movies nowadays don't have that factor of. I'm not going to say all because it's not all, but there's a lot that don't have that factor of. Let's say 20 years down the road from now, when we're in our 50s and 60s, 20, 30 years down the road, we're in our 50s and 60s, there's a lot of these movies that we're not going to even fucking be watching anymore. As far as that came on, like, I feel we'll still be watching the Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, and so on, as far as those type of films, the Conjurings. But there's going to be, like, this movie right here, which I guess it's unfair to say, The Unholy, we're not going to watch. Midsommar, 20 years from now, we'll probably still be watching that. They're still going to have like a cult fan base for that. Bigger than a cult fan base, but you guys know what I mean. Like, there's going to be those movies that are just going to last for like damn near eternal. Where it's like, oh shit. And then there's some like this where it's just like that. To me, it's
gonna eventually fall through the cracks.
Yeah.
Yes. And King Need Gore gave us another. But really quick, did you guys have any? What did you guys want to say on Henry's thing, if anything?
Well, that's definitely happening.
Yeah, it's true. Everybody's getting offended, or they're trying to make their opinion heard. Like, yes, like some of the shit that I see on in the comments section on Facebook, we'll say, like some of the shit people say out, and I'll look at it and be like, you know, that's fucking disturbing, or that's wrong, or like you're an idiot, something like that. But I'm not gonna go out and report you. Like, whatever, you're entitled to your opinion, as stupid as it may be. You're entitled to it.
Yeah.
If you have a solid reason to turn around and be like, hey, I didn't like this because blah, 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 like we were saying earlier, like, I got no issue with you saying that. If you're going to start demeaning somebody because they liked something or they didn't like something, like, you can go to hell. But, like, everybody's offended by something. I know that was kind of, like, off topic there slightly, but everybody's offended by something these days, and it's just annoying because then they start complaining about that. But, yeah. I can't stand fucking people like that.
Now, my question are they, really quick, let me just pull up King Need Gore. Another movie recommendation for us, which I'm about to put it on the wheel. I'm going to show you guys the movie cover. But another thing I wanted to say was, as far as the people that are offended by, and I'm not even talking about the serious shit, I'm talking about the simple shit that everybody's offended by everything now. And it's like, are you really offended by it, or is it just that you want to be one of the people that's being heard because you're complaining about it? Like, you want to go viral because you're bitching about this. Like, if it's really, like, if you're truly deeply offended by it and it really bothers you and makes you feel uncomfortable, where your skin's crawling, all that shit. For one, if it's a movie, show, or this podcast, change the channel. Go to your podcast. I'm not going to cry about it. Hey, you have your choices.
Yep.
Walk in and walk out. Hey, I'm sorry that I made the wrong selection. That is not the movie for me. Can I please get a ticket to fucking Planet Earth?
Yeah.
Like, whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah.
Don't bitch and moan that this exists now and ruin it for everybody else who wouldn't mind enjoying it because you don't want to.
No, exactly. The Karens of the world, if you will.
Fucking A, bro. And that's not because you're Canadian.
No, I know. Don't worry.
And this is the shit I love about this podcast, man. Is we'll bring up serious topics in a fun, funny way, and then crack a joke like that. It's not just because you're Canadian or not because you're Canadian, and we just laugh about it. You see how that works, people? Like, we don't do this to offend each other. We don't do this. We do it because it's funny. We don't mean any malice with it, and that's how you guys should all think of when you're cracking when you know people are cracking jokes. You know, laugh or ignore it. When you know people are being offensive online, laugh or ignore it. Fuck it. Like, just to an extent.
We're here for a fun time. We're here to like be social, if you will, with each other, and enjoy a genre that we all love. Like, whether we're watching garbage or something good, or something in between, like we're here to have fun and enjoy something that we all like.
Super Dark Times is a good movie, not bad at all. And yeah, bro, just because someone offends doesn't mean exactly. Because the one you're after, My Cousin Jeff, was good. These movies are too predictable. Some are good, but predictable. Agreed.
I got a special gift. A lot of movies are predictable to me.
And I feel like I would love a movie to scare me again. I haven't been scared of a movie since I was a kid. I can admit that. But as a matter of fact, Jeff, you know this. Growing up, I'm obviously younger than you, and Josh and Zach and Jazzy and everyone else in Rome. I'd follow you guys around growing up watching horror movies, and there would be something that scared the fuck out of me. But I would be scared within like our group, chilling, hanging out with them, and we'd all just pretty much crash in the living room watching these movies and shit. But I would never go to the point of like going to try to sleep with my mom or my aunt, sleep in their bed because I'm scared, because I knew that the real fear is going to come when you wake them up because you're scared and that belt comes out because they tell you not to watch this shit. And you do it anyway. And then you wake them, and then everybody gets beat, and then you get beat up because you You go up there crying and snitch on everybody, including yourself. So you get a spanking, your older cousins and siblings get a spanking, and then guess what? You get beat up. So just like watch the movie, be scared, go to sleep, have your nightmares, and shit like that, man. I miss those times though, man. I miss them so much because like it's the innocence you had as a child with that fucking crazy imagination. Like deep down, it's not real, but at the same time, you're like, is this real? I'm only 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old watching this. I'm young watching this shit.
Yeah, could this be a possibility at some point in time?
Yeah, could this be a possibility? And I don't get that. I mean, and I know they're all fake.
And it's funny because when I was younger, like it'd be the same thing. Like I'd be watching like the Freddy's, the Jasons, the Michael Myers, and like yes, it still like gives you that scare, but it's fake.
Yeah.
But there is also the possibility that there's some fucking nutbar who comes in wearing a mask and has a fucking knife in his hand and he starts coming after you and your family, right?
Kyle, James, and people in the comments, this question is for you. Who are the crazy people in the masks killing people in real life? Who are they?
White people.
Boom.
Left-handed white people.
But yeah, majority of them.
God damn.
Left-handed white people. Man, if I was white, I would have been a murderer. That means because I'm left-handed. Woo!
That means if they're eccentric, they're a suspect.
Eccentric.
Yep. Most left-handed people are eccentric. They're outside thinkers.
The Patrick Batemans of the world.
Yeah.
Rain men and women.
Like outside the box.
But the other thing cool about that situation, Sturdy, too, about, you were like, yo, I'm not going to get scared in front of people.
Dope skin. Dope.
Because you're like, yo, I don't want to get my ass beat and everybody else's ass beat. Is you also know, hey, at least there's 3 to 5 other potential victims before you if you're the fastest, because you're the little one.
I was the slowest. No.
Ah!
My thing about getting the ass beat was...
So that gives you more time. Like,
No. My thing about
getting
us getting our ass beat is like going upstairs scared because you wake up Aunt so-and-so or my mother. Like we'd either be at my mom's house, my Aunt Beth Ann's house, God rest her soul, my Aunt Erin's house when we're all together like watching these films. Strong black women keeping all of our crazy asses like at once, but at the same time they had that belt. So it was like, act up, you know what's gonna happen.
They throwing it to each other across the room.
And these are the times where it was like, we know your friends are here and they can get it too. Because it was like, okay, well, I'm just going to use us four as an example. Say we all grew up together. Yeah, Kyle was down the street smoking weed with Chris and his window, and you're all coming to my house, and my mother knows. Guess who's getting beat? And called your parents, and your parents are going to be like, well, fuck them up, Ellen. James is probably like, hit him with a bat.
Yeah, I know.
But no, what I was getting at with that was like, so I knew like, okay, I'm not gonna wake up my mother or my aunts because it's gonna be worse in this movie. Yeah. It's gonna be a lot scarier in this movie.
It's gonna be blood lake bad.
Yeah, like that's real life.
And that hide under the cover. I here's a funny thing though. Here's a funny thing. So like those times when you did get in trouble, you try to run from your mother because you're about to get a spanking. You do the same shit people do in the horror movies. You run upstairs. There's no
extra. You're bad at don't blink over your head.
You either hide under the covers or hide under the bed or hide in the closet. Like
but that's the thing. You know that if you're running outside and they catch you, you're getting it 3 times worse.
Yeah,
I've done that once or twice. I told my mom I was going to run away, and I ran up the street and started crying. And came back home and I told her.
If you go outside that door, it's automatically an extra hit.
Yeah, and probably like an extra 16. Chris, I do have a serious question for you. Has your mother ever thrown a chancleta at you?
Bro, I was just about to say, nah, dude, you don't even have to worry about that because my mom has displayed that she has an arsenal, okay? She's like, oh, you want to talk from long distance? I got you. I was mouthing off one day because I was like, yeah, whatever, I'm not listening no more. Then I just started blah, 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 blah. She was 2 rooms down, bro. I turned around, took 2 steps. My dad just happened to walk through the door, and all you hear is and there's fucking coffee mug everywhere, bro, from the back of my fucking head, bro. Just bam! Wow. She got me just right. My dad was like, what the fuck did you do? I said, I'm going to my room.
I'm going
And I just went to my room. He was like, "Yeah, you fucking better." He went cooled her down because she was about to get. I was about to get it, bro. I was about to get it. She's like, "Oh, you talking because you think you big, you think you bad, you think you fucking 250 pounds and you 2 rooms away? Okay."
Bang.
Damn.
Got it.
I got lucky that I never had the projectiles issue, but when the wooden sticks came out, man, or the wooden spoons.
Yeah, nah, the switches. Oh man, the old school way. Well, listen, man, the stories of like even the older world generation shit my parents had to go through.
You know what's funny is like we tell these stories and laugh at them now, but as kids, even bringing those stories up as kids, like when your friends, if you've ever gotten a spanking in front of your friends and they're cracking you the whole night, that shit was never funny.
That shit wasn't funny then. Hell no.
Like even bringing the stories up like as kids, like you're like, yeah, remember when so-and-so got a spanking? Remember when Aaron got a spanking 2 weeks ago? We were all there laughing. I'm still not laughing at that story. I'm laughing at it as a grown man. But as a kid, you're like, shit, this shit could still happen. Like,
but as a grown man, your brain is also processed enough to be like, hey, remember when I did, X, Y, and Z, and that got my ass whooped? I deserved it because of X, Y, and Z.
Tell us that one situation you don't speak of, and that one friend who always finds that opportunity, like every fucking 8 years. That's like, remember that time, and you're just like, yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
Yep. A fucking and Chris, the reason why I brought the chancleta thing is I was talking to my wife about that, and I wasn't even trying to be, because you know how I crack jokes all the time.
It's a real thing.
But I wasn't even trying to be funny. I was like, "Has your mother ever did that to you?" She said, "Yeah." She's like, "Another time, I don't know what she did, but she was running down the street. She was like, my mother kicked them bitches off and chased me down the street barefoot and fucked me up." Like, yo, the Puerto Rican mothers don't play.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like my mother would chase us down the street. If we did run, she would just wait till we came back home. But
I got some stories, my G.
and so that was
Puerto
like,
Rican mama bears are no fucking jokes, bro.
I don't think any mothers are jokes, honestly. Moms are just, leave them alone. Dads too, but with your dad, I feel like I guess it depends on what you did too. I feel like fathers cool off more and faster. But your mother, though, she's just like, I carried this motherfucker for 9 months. This is how he's going to act. I'm going to show him.
I gave him fucking food. He's got a fucking roof. He's got clothes. Yeah,
it's like damn near a snack for every day that she carried you. Not every month, not every week, like every day. She has that like locked in her brain. Like he was conceived on this day, and he came out on this day. That's how many hits he's going to get. Like,
Every time your dad does something, she's fucking pissed off. She looks at you and sees him while he's out the house.
We do something stupid. And that's if you look like your father. Like if you look exactly like your father, you're like, oh.
The constant reminder.
Oh shit, man! What a fucking episode! How did we get spanked? Oh, because I was talking about getting in trouble. Watch horror.
This just went all over the place.
Jumping back to like the horror movie stuff, and for people that are still in the comments, if you're still in the comments now, because we're gonna wrap up soon. But if you're still in the comments, and this goes for you guys as well, which I'm sure I've asked this question, I'm gonna ask this question more. How old were you when you got into horror? I was between the ages of 5 and 7. Like I said on YouTube, my cousin, the 1 year after, my cousin Jeff, I was following him around, and my brother Zach and all of them. I was following all them around. I was the baby at the time. I was like between the ages of 5 and 7, and like whatever they were doing, I wanted to do. One thing they would let me do was watch movies with them. Like I couldn't chill. They weren't the ones that would just like kind of push me to the side either for like hanging out in general. But I couldn't do every single thing the big kids were doing, which understandably you get. You know why? Birth. That's dope. And see, I like this. I love this answer right here. I love when people say, like, especially in our era. Well, I'll even say now, if you hear about younger kids watching horror movies, and even if it's something as simple as Goosebumps, just something like child friendly ish to kind of get to build them up, whatever it is. I started with the crazy shit, of course, which I'm sure all of us did. But for me personally, now I have stepkids. I don't have children of my own, but I don't see anything wrong with starting your children out with horror movies. And just letting them know at a young age that this is all pretend, this is make-believe, this is fake.
Yeah, no, my son's been, he's been watching horror movies since he was 2. And that was his own choice because I, like, as you could see, I got my display of movies and he kept taking out, I think it was Night of the Demons. And he kept taking it out and kept taking it out for like 6 months. He kept like giving it to us. He wanted to watch it. Kid could barely talk. Just kept giving it to us to watch it. Finally, one night, my wife got tired and she's like, you know what? Just fucking put it on for him. It'll scare him. It'll scare him enough to stop doing it. Nope. Watched it, loved it, and then it started his cycle of horror films.
See, and real quick, I just want to read this before James and Chris answer. My cousin Jeff, a little bit before I did. So basically, he started around the same age as me, 35. Wow. Between 5 and 7. And he's a few years older than me. But no, that's dope, though. Like, I love hearing those type of stories. Now, what about you guys? Chris or James, whoever wants to go first?
I was around 5, between 5 and 6. I think the first movie I ever seen was Night of the Living Dead. That's just because I snuck out of my room and my aunt, my father's side, so it was my father, my aunt, and a couple other people were watching it. And I was sitting there like just staring in the background watching. I can't remember if I was afraid or not. I'm going to say no because
you might have been back then.
I might have. I block out my childhood. Like there's a whole bunch of blanks. But but I do remember that, and I was around like 5. Then it evolved. I started going, that was cool. I started asking for stuff, or if someone was watching something, can I watch? Then another early movie, that you just mentioned, Night of the Demons. I remember watching that, and I thought that was like one of the coolest movies I ever seen.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But to this day, I like that movie a lot.
Yeah, and I love shit like that.
Sorry. But yeah, so it was around that age. Then it just started building from there. Then he got into the Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Halloween. They're like, yo, you got to check these out. Then you're like, oh, shit. So when you first seen those, you're like, God damn. Like Friday the 13th, like I seen Jason. I was like, I knew I was going to like this. And it'll just keep coming. Part 2, 3, 4. I'm like, awesome. And I just kept going with it. But same thing with all the other ones. If there's a new Nightmare on Elm Street, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Just because I like them all, you know. But yeah, that's my age.
I want to say I was somewhere in the 4 to 5 range as well. I know I was definitely fucking scared. I was definitely horrified. So the genre did it, you know what I mean? Did its job. It horrified me on many levels with a bunch of things. I was definitely super scared of Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy was one of them things. Chucky was one of them things. And then I was introduced to the Halloween series when I was in 5th grade or so. And it was like The Curse of Halloween or something like that. Like fucking
Myers,
Part
Part
1 or
6.
some shit. Yeah, where like there's an underground bunker and there's like visions of a girl being like rolled on a cart or some shit. That's all I remember about the fucking thing. All I remember is my friend described this thing at the lunch table and the fucking hairs on my body started standing up. And every time I walked by at the movie store, those videos, and I didn't even realize what they were at first, I would get this weird feeling. And then I started like trying to go over and pick them up, and then I'd be scared and like look away, and then finally I'd go back and get it. My dad'd be like, "You want to look at it?" "Yeah, sure, all right." And I'd be like, and before I could be like, no, I'm scared or something, my dad rent it, and then we'd watch it. Like, so yeah, that's kind of where that all came from.
Nice. So has anybody, real quick, Jeff, the one you're after, but I've never seen Oculus.
I have.
On the wheel.
I don't think I have.
Have you guys seen it, James and Kyle?
I believe
I believe I have. Was that the one about the mirror?
Yeah. That's what's in my head, the mirror. Yeah.
I don't think I liked it too much.
Neither.
But I'd have to
it was
revisit
okay.
it.
Yeah, I'll have to revisit it. But when I first say that, it was okay-ish.
Like I know, but I can't remember the frickin' director's name, but he's made a shit ton of good stuff since then. Fuck, I can't think of his name. He made Hush and a bunch of Stephen King Yeah, a bunch of Stephen King movies.
Hush was freaking good.
House on Haunted Hill, the series.
Oh, I like
Okay.
that.
No, not House on Haunted Hill. Sorry. Fuck. The Netflix series, the Haunted Mansion or whatever the fuck it is.
It sounds
Oh,
like
so it's on the hill.
Is it? Is that the one?
Yeah.
yo, this is a record tonight. We got like 4 or 5 movies fucking added to the wheel.
Awesome.
But Oculus, yeah, I'll have to rewatch it. But how I go right now is about the mirror, and what I can recall, it was okay-ish. So if I had to rate right now, just going by my feeling, I would say a 5. But I'll have to rewatch it.
Haunting of Hill House. That's the one.
Haunting of Hill House. That's
Yeah.
it.
What did you call it, Kyle? The Hill House?
House on Haunted Hill.
Ah,
That's the Price movie, isn't it?
Yes.
you were close.
Yeah, it was pretty close. Just a few mixed up words. That's all.
But I like that series. I'm waiting for the new one.
Yeah, Oculus is the same one, same actress and everything.
Hold up. Time out, guys. We got called professional. We're professionals now. Fuck that. Professional. It's official. And the reason why I say that is because when your older cousin or sibling gives you like a nickname or says something, boom, it's the word. We're professional. And
Perfect.
so what I'm going to tell you right now, Jeff, is we are going to add it onto the horror wheel, which I'm not sure if you've seen us spin it earlier in the episode, but if you go back, watch on YouTube later on, or come onto an episode like early, you'll see it. Yeah, exactly. Yes. I'm going to add it to the horror wheel, so whenever the wheel picks it, we're going to review this movie. And then I'm just going to pull up King Need Gore. Like 10 people told me to go back and watch Oculus. I know you guys. I know my young ass wasn't taking it seriously when it was released.
I think that was my problem too, because like I wanted to watch the stuff that he was coming out with, because like all the newer, I think I had watched Hush at that point, so I wanted to go back and see his old stuff or older stuff, and I just the concept of it just didn't really sit with me, so I didn't really care to focus on it, I guess.
Makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, because it's one of those things where it's like,
oh, look at the haunted mirror. Oh,
yeah.
Like,
and then I just wanted to pull this up. Horror, yeah. Same with me, man. My upbringing was mainly the popular shit, and now in my late 20s, mid to late 20s, early 30s, mid 30s now, is where I started seeing more stuff. But it's because of these podcasts. It's because of these horror groups that I'm in. It's because of you guys that are watching. It's because of you guys that hit me up like, hey, you guys should check this out. It's because of the guys this podcast, and every single guest on this podcast has influenced me to watch something for one reason or another. From my first episode all the way up to this episode today, and just the interactions and shit. And it's dope. It's awesome because I love watching these films, and especially I love first time watches. I don't care if it's from the fucking 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, all the way up till now. I love first time watches because you're just like, you're either like, oh shit, whoa, how did I miss this? Or fuck, man, why did I watch?
you never know what to expect.
Yeah.
And you may have heard like, oh, this group of people said it was terrible, or this group of people said it was the greatest movie, the scariest movie ever. Like, you can't really trust anybody's opinion these days, so you got to watch it for yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly. And again too, because I think you missed this too, Jeff. I'm going to be doing giveaways on here. It's going to be like random movies, random horror trinkets and stuff. And it's going to for the majority of the giveaways, it's going to be on the live show. The majority of the giveaways will be on the live show. As far as like random movies, I'm literally just gonna go in my bin and grab a movie. I'm not gonna show everybody. I'll show these guys off camera or off the live, but I'm not gonna show anybody else. And whatever, just cause it's like you guess a number here and there. I did Bride of Satan because that's an indie film, and I told the guy that I was gonna buy 2 of the movies, one for a giveaway and one. So if there's certain indie films or just certain movies in general that I get for certain giveaways, then I'll let you guys know. Like for example, once my YouTube channel on HORRORWITHSIR.STURDY hits 250, I'm doing a giveaway for it. It's gonna be a hoodie, which is I believe a 2X.
Yep.
It's a hoodie. And then the It movies, Chapter 1, Chapter 2, and then the mini movie thing they put out in the 90s.
Oh, the series, yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, definitely check out these live shows, and also on Popcorn and Pints there'll be giveaways on there for non-horror movies and some other cool shit. So go to Popcorn and Pints on YouTube and Facebook and give those a like. And which we should have called it the Real Popcorn and Pints, because the Real Popcorn and Pints is another one that's out in England, I believe. No disrespect, but we're the real ones. I say no disrespect when I mean that. We're just the real ones. We're better. No disrespect, though. But I would love to collab with you guys if you want to collab, if you even hear this.
Okay. But, gentlemen, I hope you can excuse me because I do have to go to work in a few moments, so I do have to leave. But thank you for having me on tonight. It was a lot of fucking fun.
Thanks, Kyle.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, man, and can't wait to have you on again. Talk to you soon, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Everybody go check out So Good It's Scary on Facebook right now. Go give that a like while you're still listening to this. But enjoy the rest of your night, man.
See y'all later.
Peace, man.
He's going to listen to Justin Bieber and Drake.
Holy shit.
Justin Bieber and Drake. I waited for him to leave to say that.
Semen Demon.
Semen Demon?
It's a movie.
Oh,
wow.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Are you on Pornhub?
No.
But yeah, this was a fun episode, though.
Yeah, it was, though, guys.
Oh, hell, of course. I mean, come on, it's us. We're professionals, guys. We're
professionals.
Does that carry over? That carries over Popcorn and Pints.
After you're professional, you become professors.
Mm.
Then you start teaching it.
Well, technically, we could be teaching it because they're watching it.
And then you're 72 and you jump off a fucking cliff face first into a goddamn rock.
No,
and you don't die, then they got sledgehammer you.
Yo, each one of your family members come and hit you in the face.
That was all Caucasians, man. I'm telling you, you get white people in a group together. They just don't know what to do. They end up or themselves. They start a cult, rape, then just start killing.
Word.
It's all because they ran out of cheese in that little area. That's why.
Jesus.
That's why.
It could have been. There could have been a cheese shortage.
Hey, we picked the movie. Did you do your plug?
One last recommendation for you guys, and I got to bounce. Valley of the Ditches.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to add that really quick. Valley of the Ditches. Yo, I'm telling you, this is a dope episode. This was a dope night.
Ditches, not bitches. Make sure you get that right.
Valley of the Bitches.
Valley of the Bitches is probably on Pornhub.
Wow. Yo, that's the third time we mentioned Pornhub tonight. Let's go. Give me that revenue. I'm going to start my page tomorrow.
That's how the show is going to start. It's the song in the beginning.
Boom, boom, chicka, boom, boom, chicka, boom, boom, chicka, boom, boom, chicka, wow, 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 wow.
There you go. There's the song, James.
Done.
Valley of the Ditches. I found it.
They redid Wrong Turn.
It's on. I think it's on there.
I'm just going through a bunch of movies. I'm trying to figure out what's going to be my next wild cheer.
Find Valley of the Bitches hit my line.
You can call on Tyrone.
Valley of the Bitches. Let me just save this to my folder. Pull that wheel up. I like this shit, man. I like people giving us suggestions for movies they want us to review, because we're gonna review them, good, bad, or indifferent.
That's what's up.
But let me just, before I put this wheel thingy up while I'm doing the wheel, I want to tell you guys about something delicious and very, very. I keep forgetting to do this earlier. I need to start doing this like in the beginning of the show, like Chris told me.
I'm gonna start getting you to do it in the first 5-10 minutes, bro.
I should, and then I can do it again later in the show.
Exactly.
And when I get others, I'll have others. But anyway, do you like CBD, people? Do you like to just kick back and relax and just enjoy yourself? Do you? I'm sure you do. We all love to just kick back and relax and just, wind down. You want to wind down at night, lay down with your significant other, whether that be your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, 20 years and older. And you just want to lay down and relax, or you just want to chill in general. You don't necessarily have to be going to bed, but this is the thing you could get. It's a CBD, there's gummies, and there's shooters. The shooters are about this big. Same shooter, about the same size shooters you get from the liquor store. They're about this big. They're 2 servings. Uno dos. 2 servings. The gummies, 1 gummy is 1 serving. 1 gummy is 1 serving. And you have these, man, and I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, you take that and you just lay down and relax, or watch a movie and you're just going to chill. Your body's going to relax. It's CBD you can actually feel. It is legal in all 50 states. You spend over $50, you save... you spend over $50, free shipping. You use promo code SIR.STURDY. Yes, your boy right here, SIR.STURDY. You use promo code SIR.STURDY, you save yourself 10%. 10%. Check that CBD out, I'm telling you. HEMPARITA.com, use promo code SIR.STURDY. It's a CBD you can actually feel. And King Need Gore, thank you, man, so much for popping in here.
Peace.
Giving us some great movies. Well, I'm not going to say great movie suggestions because we didn't watch them yet, but giving us some movie suggestions. Greatly appreciated, man. Can't wait to have you on again. Enjoy the rest of your evening or night, whatever time it is where you're at.
Amityville.
But yeah, man, this was a good episode. I'm glad that this was longer than our past couple because like some of the movies you just don't have much to talk about. I love when people come in here in the comments and shit. That's like the best.
For real.
Best. That's the best. I know. It's just, is it the Valley? Oh, Valley of the Ditches.
Remember to let people know, share it, send the links, bring a viewer, enter to win contest. There's tons of stuff that's going on. STURDY got you covered.
Damn.
Like I said before, loyalty. It always pays to be loyal.
Yep. He's right. Rectamundo. El Righto. All right, I'm sorry about the El Righto people. That didn't hit like I thought it was going to. Rectamundo. I should have just left it at that. I overdo it sometimes, people.
Is that because I'm Hispanic?
Yeah.
Wow. So racist.
Well, I could have said tubular and groovy for James, but I'll do that next time.
Tubular group.
But no, seriously though, people, everybody who did tune in, thank you for tuning in. Again, people, you're going to want to tune into these live episodes more often, not only to hear us talk about whatever movies we're talking about and a bunch of random shit and, bringing R. Kelly in an episode, however we have to. He would have pissed on that fire and put it out.
For real.
You're gonna be entertained. You're gonna have some laughs. You're going to be involved in the episodes by commenting, and I pull up the chats. We read the comments and all this other stuff, as you guys can see if you're watching live or you're visually watching the episode whenever you watch it, or and you can hear us reading them off. But and again, congratulations to Henry for winning this Blu-ray right here, Brides of Satan.
Woo!
There's going to be giveaways on the episodes more. There's going to be another giveaway on Tuesday. It's going to be whatever I pull out of my box. I have no idea what it's going to be. Likely a movie. But again, be ready, people. Just tune in on Tuesday, and at some point in the episode, you're going to hear about the giveaway. And yeah, I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be in the first 30 seconds or first 2 minutes or whatever. It's going to be, it's going to be in a decent portion of it. But with that being said, people, thank you guys for watching and listening. Be absolutely sure to go over to King Needs Gore's YouTube page, smack that button. You know what button I'm talking about. Do the same for the Horror with SIR.STURDY podcast. Go over to, Horror with SIR.STURDY on YouTube, smack that same button, and hit that bell. Hit that bell. Bing! Like the Liberty Bell in Philly. That's correct. Hit that bell so when King Need Gore or Horror So Sturdy, when those go live or when there's content out there, you guys get that bell. But also live shows every Tuesday night and Thursday night, 9:00 Eastern time. That's Eastern time. East side. Tuesdays, Thursdays, you get Horror with Sir Sturdy. Live show Saturday nights, 9 o'clock Eastern time. You get Popcorn and Pints. And be sure to follow them on all the platforms that you guys see right here on the screen. Also, Stories from a Bar. Be sure to go follow that, again, from the social medias you see on the screen, as well as Podbean, iTunes, all that good stuff, whatever you have. Deep Focus Cinema, same thing. Facebook, YouTube, as well as the audio platforms. And same with Horror with Sir Sturdy. And guys, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you guys something right now. Let me pull this shit down. I told you guys, I think on Tuesday or Saturday on Popcorn and Pints. I don't remember what day it was. I don't remember what show it was. Night, y'all. Don't let the streetlights catch you. Jeff, thanks for stopping in. Definitely please tune in more. I'm telling you, you already know how I am, Jeff. You've known me for my whole fucking life, literally. So you know how I am. You know how our family is. I'm the same way off camera. Jeff, you can vouch for that. But definitely tune in to some more of this stuff. You're going to enjoy it, cuzzo, and you might win something. And I know you people like free shit.
I mean, by you people.
All people. All people. Oh, see that? See that? You do that right there.
Oh, man.
Fucking racist.
We're already home. The street light. We're already home, so we're safe. No spankings. We did this.
I don't appreciate the caucasity here this evening.
Oh, I seen a meme about that earlier. Not caucasity, but the streetlights thing. But no, seriously though, people tune in. There's gonna be giveaways. There's gonna be some fun conversations, all that other stuff, of course. Hell yeah, yo, Jeff, while you're still here, Jeff, I started doing. I did one this past Saturday. I'm gonna do one again in 2 weeks. Watch parties, which it wouldn't be online, so I'd have to send you the link to get into like this chat thing that we're in, and we'd be watching movies. Damn right. I already know who's gonna show up. But yeah, we're gonna be like it's like a maximum of 10 of us, and it's gonna be on my end. I'll be sharing my screen and watching the movies with people. It wouldn't be live as far as like streaming, but it'll be live with us 10 people, and you can have your microphone and your cameras on and kind of have fun and talk. I was talking about it earlier. Chris, he was on it this past Saturday. Henry was here. And good friend Joe from Any Last Words podcast, and also from The Devil Made Me Do It podcast, which you guys should go check out. Both of those podcasts. They're on YouTube as well and Facebook. But we had a fun time. We were just cracking jokes, watching the movies, and that's pretty much how it's going to be. So I will let you know when the next one comes out. By the way, this Saturday, Jeff, we're playing Zombie Army 4 at midnight. I'm putting it out here on the live. We're playing Zombie Army 4 at midnight. Me, you, Chris. If Henry's free, I'm sure he'll play. So if you're free, Jeff, Zombie Army 4 at midnight, make sure you update before Saturday. And hell yeah. Yeah. If that's the case, Jeff, you have a laptop with a camera and a mic, you should come on and review a movie with us one of these nights. You would have a good fucking time. I promise you that. You would have a great time. I'm going to talk you into that shit. With that being said, though, people, I greatly, we all greatly appreciate you guys tuning in and commenting and all that fun stuff. I'm definitely and have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your guys' nights. Try not to get peed on by R. Kelly or Cosby, because Cosby's out now. So be safe.
What was the name of the porn parody for this one again?
Oh, The Wrong
Holy.
That was Henry, which I'm sure you guys, if you come to these shows a lot and you watch and see the comments, you're going to know what shit's Henry just from us saying it. If it's some wild, crazy, it's going to be Henry. But again, shout out to you, Henry, for winning this. Brides of Satan. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. Shout out to Ken Sagos, my guy. Enjoy the rest of your night. And as always, I'll see you in nightmares. And I still feel the same way about Skeech Ulrich and fucking Shaggy. You're both bitch made. Fuck you.